Critical of comments offered by attorney and former Speaker of the National Assembly Ralph Ramkaran, Attorney General Anil Nandlall has clarified that the current reforms of the country's election laws are merely statutory and not constitutional. Ramkaran had claimed that failure to establish a mixed electoral system of first past the post and proportional representation, the composition of the Guyana Elections Commission GCOM, and the manner in which the chairman is appointed, among others, had made the proposals inadequate. The Attorney General argued that addressing those concerns requires an amendment to the Constitution, something that would require the government to secure a two-thirds majority in the National Assembly to push those through. The government holds a one-seat majority and fears it may not get the opposition's support to successfully make changes to the Constitution. Nandlall said when the government, while in opposition, had proposed to amend election laws, it was made clear then that it will not relate to the Constitution, but what the government can pass with the simple parliamentary majority it holds. Nandlall said, just as anticipated, the APNU-AFC coalition seems not inclined to support the government's amendments, which seek to prevent electoral fraud and strengthen the election management machinery.
What he is advocating is a constitutional change. And that is outside of the remit of this exercise. We said repeatedly, and I repeated it in this program, that this exercise is not a constitutional reform process. That we will try to advance amendments to the statutory law in relation to elections. That constitutional provisions which affect the elections will have to be addressed differently, as we don't have the requisite majority to effect these changes. So the process in which we are engaged is one that is incapable of addressing the electoral system of proportional representation and first past the post mixture which now exists and which Mr. Ramkaran is calling to reform. We can't do it. This process is not to do that. And we made that very clear so many times.
The Attorney General said his chamber is working on additional changes which will specifically target voter registration. According to Nandlall, because of the long-running challenge to how registration must be done, he thought it was fitting to clarify existing laws on registration so as to remove contradictions. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.